Certainly. Here is your original, deeply spiritual, prophetic-style message in English, around 3,000 words, written with poetic beauty and divine tenderness. It's a fresh creation, not a copy, meant to stir the soul, awaken hope, and invite deep intimacy with the divine. A letter from eternity. The voice of unshakable love. My beloved child, before time began, I thought of you. Before the stars were set in place, before oceans roared or mountains rose, you were already in my heart, seen, known, and chosen. Not as an afterthought, not as a contingency, but as a dream carried in eternity's womb. Your breath is not an accident. Your journey is not a mistake. Your soul was carved from the depths of my desire, and my love for you does not flicker with circumstance. It burns with eternal fire. I have watched you, not as a distant observer, but as the one who formed your every cell, who wrote your story with hands dipped in glory. I saw the first time your heart broke and you tried to smile through the pain. I heard the cries you didn't dare speak aloud. I was there when you stood in a crowded room and still felt invisible. And I want you to know, not a single moment has gone unnoticed by me. Not one tear wasted, not one silent prayer unheard. You've been walking with questions, haven't you? Why this path? Why the silence? Why the delay? You've wondered if I've forgotten you, or worse, if I'm displeased. You've tried to do everything right, to hold it all together, to believe even when belief felt like grasping mist. And still the ground beneath your feet has shifted. Dreams have slipped through your fingers like water. People you trusted have turned away. Doors have closed. Roads have twisted. But listen carefully, my child. This is not the end. This is the turning. You are not being buried. You are being planted. The shaking is not your destruction. It is your preparation. The breaking is not to harm you, but to release what could never be born in comfort. There are seeds in you that only burst open in pressure. There are depths in you that only rise in stillness. I am not withholding from you. I am anchoring you. I am not punishing you. I am positioning you. You see what's been taken. I see what's being made room for. I am teaching you to let go, not because I want you empty, but because I want you full of what cannot be shaken. You have tried to build your identity on achievements, acceptance, applause. But those things were never meant to hold you. That's why they crumble. That's why you feel like you're losing your grip. Because I am asking you to hold on to me instead. I know it hurts to let go of what once made you feel secure. But beloved, I'm not interested in patching old wineskins. I am giving you something new. A new name, a new vision, a new strength not born of performance, but of presence. This is the season where striving ends and sonship begins. Where you stop trying to earn what I already gave. Where you stop exhausting yourself for the love that has never left. You are not tolerated. You are treasured. You are not just invited. You are pursued. Every breath I breathe into your lungs is a reminder. You are mine. When others saw your failure, I saw your frame. When others judged your weakness, I remembered your dust and still called you worthy of my spirit. Do you not know? My power is perfected in your weakness. My grace is not given because you got it right. It's given because I am right. Righteous, faithful, unchanging. My plans are not thrown off by your detours. My promises do not expire with your doubts. Even now, I am holding together what you thought was falling apart. Even now, I am writing redemption into the very chapters you wanted to tear out. I am not done with your story. I have just begun the crescendo. You've walked through wilderness. But wilderness is not wasteland. It is where identity is refined, where distractions die and destiny awakens, where I speak in whispers that silence every lie. And yes, it has felt like delay, but I do not waste time. I shape time. I bend it to birth purpose. What feels like waiting is actually weaving. The unseen threads of grace, mercy, alignment, and timing coming together in a masterpiece that will one day take your breath away. Don't lose heart in the stretch when your prayers feel dry. I am still listening. When your strength feels gone, I am still holding you. When your questions have no answers, I remain the answer. When the light dims, I am the flame that will not be quenched. You were never meant to walk by clarity alone, but by trust. And I know, trust feels risky. But what is truly riskier, my child? Trusting the God who formed galaxies, or leaning on your own understanding? Lean in. Even now, my spirit is hovering over the chaos, breathing over the void, speaking life into the emptiness. You think this is the end of something, but it is the birth of something greater than your mind can imagine. You have cried out for more purpose, more meaning, more of me. And I have answered, not by adding to your comfort, but by subtracting your dependence on everything that is not me. I know what I'm doing with your life. I am preparing you to carry weight, not of pressure, but of glory. Not to impress the world, but to reflect me. I am teaching you to walk in peace that doesn't make sense, authority that doesn't shout, joy that can't be stolen. This will not come through striving, but through surrender. Not through performance, but presence. Let go of the illusion of control. Let go of the need to explain everything to everyone. You do not need to be understood to be anointed. You do not need to be seen by the world to be held by me. I have hidden you not to punish you, but to protect what I am growing. Seeds grow in silence. Roots deepen in the dark. And when it's time, when it's my time, no power in hell or on earth will stop the blooming. The doors I open, no man can shut. The favor I release, no hand can block. I am not just bringing opportunities, I am birthing alignment. I am not just answering prayers, I am awakening destiny. Watch as conversations confirm what I whispered. Watch as resources appear where you thought there was drought. Watch as relationships align that carry your assignment. This is not coincidence. This is covenant. Walk boldly. Even if your knees tremble, walk. Even if your voice shakes, speak. Even if you feel small, obey. Because obedience in the face of fear is how courage is born, and I am with you. I have always been with you. In the valley, on the mountain, in the silence, in the storm. You have never walked alone. You are not who the world says you are. You are not who the mirror reflects on your worst days. You are not the product of your past. You are my child, my image bearer, my vessel, my joy. I have named you, and the name I give will outlast every label, every lie, every limitation. You carry my breath, my authority, my spirit. So don't look back, don't shrink, don't measure your future by what you lost. What is ahead of you is not a recycled season. It is resurrection, it is overflow. It is beauty for ashes and dancing for mourning. It is doors opening not by force, but by favor. It is dreams fulfilled not by might nor by power, but by my spirit. Let me rebuild you from the inside out, layer by layer, truth for lie, strength for shame, beauty for brokenness. Let me wash over you with the waters of renewal. Let me rewrite the internal scripts that told you you were too much or not enough. Let me fill you with a peace that does not need circumstances to cooperate. Let me awaken a joy that dances before the breakthrough. This, child, is not the end of your story. This is the unveiling of your chapter of glory. You will not finish in defeat. You will not remain in delay. You will not die in the wilderness. You will enter the promise because I am faithful. Not because you are flawless, but because I am. My grace is enough. My love is relentless. My word is unbreakable. I am your beginning and your ending, your defender and deliverer, your father and your friend. Come closer now. Rest your head against my chest. Let every anxiety melt in my embrace. Let every accusation dissolve in my presence. Let every fear be silenced by my truth. You are safe here. You are whole here. You are home. Now rise. Walk into the days prepared for you. Move with confidence, not in yourself, but in the one who holds every outcome. Speak what I've put in your mouth. Love with the love I've lavished on you. Create, build, nurture, heal. Carry my light into the darkness. Be my echo in the earth. And when you doubt, return to this truth. I am with you. Always. The story is still unfolding. And the best is still to come. With all of heaven rejoicing over you, there is more. Not more for you to do. Not more weight to carry. But more of me to encounter. More of my voice to recognize in the stillness. More of my love to receive without resistance. I am not asking you to run farther. I am asking you to sink deeper. Deeper into trust. Deeper into rest. Deeper into the knowledge that you are already enough because I am is enough in you. The world will always try to pull you into noise, into performance, pressure, proving. But I speak in the quiet, in the hush between heartbeats, in the sacred place no one else can enter. You do not need a platform to hear me. You do not need a title to please me. You simply need to come. Come not as the person you think you should be. Come as you are. Tired, confused, longing, hopeful. Come with your questions. Come with your pain. Come with the dreams that feel too fragile to name aloud. I already know them. I placed them in you before you breathed your first breath. The ache in you for more peace, more clarity, more purpose, is not a flaw. It's a compass. That ache is not your enemy. It's a signal that your heart was made for eternity, that you were never designed to be satisfied with surface living or shallow faith. I've placed eternity in your spirit, and that's why nothing temporary can fully satisfy you. You were made for me, not just to serve me, not just to follow rules, but to abide, to be loved, to be known, and in being known, to know me in return, not as an idea, not as a religion, but as the lover of your soul, the anchor of your storm, the king who kneels to wash your feet. I am not repelled by your mess. I do not flinch at your doubts. I do not grow weary of your questions. I delight in your reaching. You ask, how can I carry all this? You were never meant to carry it alone. When I said, take up your cross, I didn't mean do it in your strength. I meant, let me walk with you, shoulder to shoulder. I meant, let me teach you the rhythm of grace. My yoke is not heavy. My burden is not designed to crush. It is light, because I carry it with you. Let me show you a different way, the way of yielded strength, where power flows from presence, where clarity grows from communion, where wisdom rises not from worry, but from worship. You are worried about how everything will unfold, but I am not asking you to unfold it. I am asking you to unfold yourself, heart open, hands open, and let me lead. You do not need to map the entire journey. You only need to take the next faithful step. I will meet you there. And with every step, I will unfold the map. With every yes, I will stretch the territory. With every surrender, I will write legacy. You see only inches ahead, but I see the full picture. The thousands of lives that will be touched because you chose to obey in secret. The generations that will walk freer because you stood firm in the unseen battles. The chains that will fall from others because you dared to keep standing, even with trembling knees. This is not just about your story. It's about my story through you. And in my story, nothing is wasted. No pain, no delay, no mistake. I redeem it all. I restore what time tried to steal. I resurrect what others buried. I rebuild what you thought was beyond repair. And I do it. All not because you earned it, but because you are mine. When you stumble,